And final question, question number 8. How do you plan to compensate for the decreased property tax revenue that the city is receiving? Do you have a plan for increasing income or reducing expenses? And let's start with Peter Brown.
Well, I think it's about time we have a business plan for the city of Houston and quit just doing an annual budget and then hoping for the best. And so with the economic downturn, I am totally committed to a 6-year business plan that takes into account the effects of this economic downturn in terms of our tax revenues, but also has an aggressive other aspect to grow our tax base. And that has to do with this Office of Economic Development. We've got to work at it from both sides, folks. We've got to look for savings in city government, and I can tell you that I will work hard, and I know how things are in city departments, and there is waste that we can cut, and there are bureaucratic log jams that we can unstick. And we can conserve the dollars and do more with less. A good example is our solid waste management department that actually we cut their budget 4%, but they're going to do more next year than this year. So we can do this. It's going to take some very careful planning and a really smart business plan to wade our way through this recession and build our economy for the future.
Thank you, Peter. Up next, Gene Law.
Obviously, we're going to have a difficult economic time, but I'm not dismayed by that. Several things I think I would do. First, the notion of doing more with less. We need to make sure that we get every department performing at the highest level. So first, I would try to make sure that we get the city as efficient as possible. But beyond that, that's not enough to cover, I think, the shortfall that's at hand. We've got to have more and more joint programs with Harris County and with other governmental agencies so that one agency doesn't carry the load all by itself. And I will be working in partnership with other governmental agencies to do joint projects to save both governments money. Thirdly, I will have something called the Houston Agenda, where I try to get U.S. congresspersons working together on a Houston agenda to get more than our fair share of federal dollars down to us, not just stimulus money, but ongoing federal grants. And finally, I think one of the prime things that we can do for our economy is try to promote business in Houston to get our economy moving again.
Thank you, Gene. Up next, Roy Morales.
I mentioned this earlier, I'm the only candidate that's committed to providing property tax relief for you and your businesses. That's how we get more money into the city of Houston. That's what brings jobs to Houston. That's what will bring companies here to Houston. And that will allow you to spend your money when and where you choose, and that money will come back in sales tax. The other way we increase our revenue is through effective and efficiency audits in every department. Not just a few that's only occurred over the last few years. In every department, starting with HPD and HFD. That's where we can find those extra dollars. We've got to also go out there and save money in different departments, in different activities like Safe Clear. I will get rid of that expenditure of $6 million, but still have Safe Clear and increase the number of tow trucks on our highways. Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much we can do. I offer you to visit my website to find out more. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. And last, Anise Parker.
We have to do everything we can to increase revenues. We have to do everything we can to cut expenses. We have to increase revenues by growing the tax base. That's recruiting companies here, retaining the companies that we have, providing incentives for builders to build more houses in the city of Houston. All of the above. We have to find budget efficiencies. I've been tasked with that as controller. Many of the recommendations that my auditors have uncovered and promoted have not been adopted by the mayor. There's some immediate savings that can be gained with the new administration. I think we need to do a better job of coordinating services with the other government entities. And then finally, we are a donor city and a donor state. We send more money to Washington than we ever get back. We need to aggressively compete for every grant dollar that's out there. And we had an aborted attempt to have a grants coordinator for the city of Houston so that we knew exactly what we were applying for and had a united front for that. I would definitely go back and reinstitute that.
Thank you, Anise. And thank you very much for our question contributors. And let's get our candidates.